Good morning, students. As you all know that I am your social science teacher. Today I am going to teach you about the social stratification. What do you mean by social stratification? Means society's categorization of its people into groups based on wealth, income, race, education, gender, occupation, and social status. When you see already the society is there, but there is no equality. Means people are treated unequal. Okay, now based on how the people will be treated unequal, they based on the wealth, income, race, education, gender, occupation, and social status. Social status is refers to the how rich and poor. Rich people are having a higher status. Poor people are always have to face lot of the problems. Okay, so this is called means this categorization of the people is called as a social stratification. And here first one by one we will discuss the some related points to the social stratification. First one is the social inequality. What do you mean by social inequality? Means income source, education, and professional opportunities are not one are the health, political representation, and participation are we see in the social inequality. Where we can see the social inequality means first we will see in the income. We see the social inequality in the income sources and also the education. Means here the people are not treated equal. Where according on the base of the income, some people, poor people are have to get the hated by the rich people. Education means some of the higher educated people have been learning. Means they will show the attitude towards the poor, illiterate people. Like that, we have to see the lot of the inequality in the society on the base of income, education, and professional opportunities also. Professional opportunities. Professional opportunities also we can see as the unequal. How? For example, everyone who have got the education, they are not getting the equal chances for the jobs itself. And as per the talent also, we are not getting. Everyone is unable to get the chances. So that it is also comes in the inequality. And health facilities. Another part is there, health facilities. How the health facilities are unequal. For example, in the cities, we are having the various types of hospitals, medicals, everything. But in the villages, we are unable to get the such type of facilities. So that is also one of the social inequality. Another is the and participation of political representation also. Political representation. Political representation is also one of the fact to see in the social inequality. Another is the education and inequality. Education and inequality is the another part to see in the social stratification. How the people will not get the educational inequality. What are the government aspect to make the equality in the education? We will see in this chapter now itself. The second one is the educational inequality. Education and inequality. As you all know that in India we have seen the Varna system. What we see? Varna system from the Vedic period itself. In the Varna system, the Brahmins only are able to get the education. Who are able to get the education means Brahmins. Okay, now as you know that the Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, like that we have the caste made the Varna system in the Vedic itself, the Brahmins are only having the right to get the education that time. But later on, when we come to the, as per the gender base itself, some people are unable to get the education. But nowadays, the government of India is trying to make the equal opportunities for the people to get the education. Here, we have some of the articles called the Article 39, Article 39 of the Indian Constitution, and that says the providing the social status. Providing the social status. Providing the social status for that justice of the people, of the welfare of the, and what it says that means the duty of a state to provide the social status and the social justice and provide the welfare for the people of the state is a duty of every state, in which it is mentioned in Article 39. And when we come to the Article 21, Article 21A, what it says that free and compulsory education for free and compulsory education for compulsory education for the children between 6 to 14 years of age. This is the some of the fact brought by the government of India to provide equal opportunity in the education, but it is not maintained equally. How? For example, the effective are there, that is about the child labor, child marriages, and also the unemployment are some of the effective aspects for the people are not getting the equal opportunities, so that is also affecting on the society itself. So those are all we have seen in the education and inequality. Now we'll see the gender inequality. What do you mean by gender inequality? Means on the base of the gender, we consider the people as, for example, she is a girl, she can't do this type of a task, and he is a boy, he is very stronger. Like that prejudice are there in the minds of the people always now. For example, if a two means one brother and sister have been going in the street, means what the people will discuss that hey, she is a girl, she is riding the bicycle, she can't do like this. The people are always making the discrimination is also. And if that tire is a puncture, the people will think that the boy only can do this task. Means if the chain is cut of the bicycle, the people think that the girl can't do this. But when she do, then the people will say she is not considering as she is not following the traditions itself. Like this, people will be always do the prejudice against the gender, against the people. That is called as the gender discrimination. So that we are having the gender inequality. There is more gender based inequality in access of school education, where we can see this one in the school education. Also we can see this, where how it means, for example, if a girl is able to learn well, also the people will not continue, means they will discontinue her education. What they will do? They will discontinue her education because of the traditions what they have already followed through the ancient period itself. They will follow the traditions. As per that, they will discontinue the whose education? Girls' education. What they will do there? They will make her marry very early. That we can see still the child marriages. And there the boys also we will see there sometimes the boys are unable to get the complete education. They will go to the farms. They have to help their fathers. Okay, and also we can see the gender inequality also in the food. Means they are not providing the proper nutrition to the girls. Okay, and they will always making the boy itself to eat lot in the family itself, and if the festivals also comes, then they will purchase a good gift to the boy itself, the girls. Nowadays you can see, but I am telling you about the early ages. Okay, and these are all we see, and also the health facilities. Health facilities also very less for the girls. Okay, these are all we can see in the gender inequality. Okay, next we'll see the features of social stratification. Features of social stratification. First point is that the social stratification is social in nature. It is social in nature. Social in nature. What is social in nature means? Social stratification is social in nature. How it is? For example, a person's status is not fixed on the physical. Okay, we see the status of the person is very high, he is very strong, is not fit. Like this we are always discussing now. His status is not fixed on the physical, okay, heights or the weight, beauty or the strength, but also it is based on his education, income, okay, and also his profession, skills. Everything is very important to see in this. That is called as social stratification is social in nature. What is the main point to see here? His physical strength is not only we have to discuss here. We have to see, we have to categorize a person not only by the physical but also through his skills also. Okay, now that is called as the social in nature. What is social in nature? Social stratification is social in nature. Another comes the social stratification is universal. Social stratification is universal. How it is universal? Means you think that this is only in India. No, it is not only in India. It is universal. It is worldwide. It is wherever human society exists now. From the America, from the England, wherever you see. From the America to the Australia. Okay, from the Greenland to the Sri Lanka. We can see the same type of the social stratification is there. Wherever the human existences are there now, there also the social stratification exists based on the division of labor, profession, income. How we have to see there? That is basically on the division of labor, and also their existence. Okay, and also it is on the professions. Their profession, income also very important here. So these like we can see the worldwide social stratification is worldwide, means it is universal. Okay. Next topic is it is ancient. Social stratification is ancient. First one is it is social in nature. Second one is it is universal. Next it is ancient. Social stratification is ancient. It is ancient means it is, we can see through the age of okay na, early age, that is called as the Stone Age. Okay na, and we can see it is in the civil ages, means civilizations. Okay, and it is old only where there is a problem of protection, and also in India the Brahma, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, like that we have seen the categorization of the society already in the Vedic age. Okay, how we have seen that Brahmana, Kshatriya, Shudra, Vaishya and then Shudra. Vaishyas and then Shudras. Like this we have categorized the society. That means it is ancient. It is not a new concept. It is ancient itself. Okay, these are all the some of the features of the social stratification. What are those? First is it is a social in nature. Second one is it is universal. Then it is ancient. These are the 3 points to be remembered here. Another is social stratification is exist in the different forms. Social stratification is exists in the different forms. Different forms. How it is exists in the different forms? Here also we have to see the same again. Okay, how it will be different in the forms means of the labor itself, or the we have to see the category based on the education, income, race. It is not same everywhere. In some countries it is based on the culture, in some countries it is based on the gender, in some areas it is based on the occupation, in some areas it is based on the talent, in some areas it is based on the wealth, and in some areas it is based on the groups of the people. Means it is exists in the different forms. So these are all about the features of the social stratification. We will see now the major forms of the social stratification. We have seen already that they exist in the different forms. Which are those major forms of the social stratification will be seen now. Major forms of the social stratification is having some of the aspects that maybe those are have the five systems. We have to see the chain link. That is, first one is the primitive society. That is came from the primitive society. What do you mean by primitive society? Primitive society refers to the early age. That is, we also says the Stone Age. In the Stone Age also it is there. Okay, there are the concept of the society are different, but it is also there. Okay, now you not think it is a new concept. We are seeing it in the 2020 itself. Not we haven't seen it already there in the Stone Age itself. That is belong to the primitive society. Another is the second one is slavery. Next society had came into the slavery. During the time of the slavery also we have seen the social stratification. How can we? In slavery means one of the slave, another is the become the master. Okay, now they are selling the human being as the slaves itself. That is also we can see in the social stratification. Another third one is the estate system. Estate system. What is meant by the estate system means, if for example in the France, okay, for example in the France, there are the three types of the people are living in the same society. Those are the noble, then the clergy, then the common people. Where you can see this type of concept in the France itself. Okay, now that type of society is called as the estate system. Next comes the Varna system. Varna system. In Varna system, as you already we have seen that in Varna system we have divided the society into the four categories. That is the Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishyas and Shudras. These are the we can see in the Varna system. Primitive means the Stone Age. Slavery means when the people are able, means having the concept of selling the people as the slaves, and another one is purchasing and making them to work in their homes or in their farms. or the estate system. This is belongs to the some of the special countries like the France. They having their three types of people are living in the same society: noble, clergy, and common. That means they are making the categories over there. And when we come to the Varna system, that is belong to the India itself: Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishyas, and the Shudras. We can see here. Now we are seeing the categorization of the society on the based on the caste system. Caste system. This is also one of the major forms of the social stratification. Okay, primitive society, slavery, estate system, Varna system, and the caste system are the concept we have seen in them. What are these? Are all these are all the major forms of society in the social stratification. Okay, this is your lesson of today. In next class we will discuss about the untouchability, a social evil, and also we will learn about the problems of untouchability. We hope you have understand, practice it in your home. Stay safe. Thank you.